What's up, guys? It's Gardy B with the Jenkins and Jonez show. As always, I'm here with my good internet buddies, Dragonfly Jones, a.k.a. Tyler.
What's up, guys?
With Jethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's up, bubbas? And if you fuck with us, you want to see more of our content, please jump on YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Let's dive into the clusterfuck, you know?
Gotta eat our vegetables again, huh? Gotta eat the cauliflower. God, I'm so fucking sick of this fucking team, dude. I am so sick of these motherfuckers from on every level. The players, the fucking GM, the fucking ownership. I'm just sick of everybody here, dude. Like,
dog. Go ahead.
I mean, okay, so they fired Steve Nash. They brought Ime in. They announced that fucking Ime hire like 20 minutes after they announced the fucking, after the news broke. Well, they didn't officially announce it. We got news that it's a done deal. So it's like, bro, like, for one, the first question arises, you know, were you vetting this guy or do you not give a fuck about vetting this guy? Because either one, if you're vetting this dude while Steve Nash is still employed, that's grimy. If you don't give a fuck, that's stupid and, you know, fucking irresponsible. And to fucking take this dude on who's in the middle of a fucking sexual misconduct scandal, right? Like, during this week where you know, fucking Kyrie's platform and hate speech, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole fucking, you know, fire that you got to put out this week. And then you fire Steve Nash, bring in a dude who's dead in the middle of a sexual misconduct scandal. And it's just like, Tsai did all this fucking chest thumping last summer about how he was taking the keys back from KD and Kyrie, about how it was time to run this franchise the right way, about how it was time to restore the culture. Is this what your fucking culture is, dude? Like, just having no fucking spine at all? You know what I'm saying? You let Kyrie slide on the shit. We got the statement today from the ADL, and they did that little joint statement where Kyrie didn't apologize. And if you expect an apology from Kyrie, where the fuck have you been the last 4 years? Because, you know, apologies require, you know, self-awareness and accountability. And if you think Kyrie possesses that, I don't know where the fuck you've been since like 2017. But anyway, beyond that, just to fucking, I mean, for one, it was the right thing to do to hire Steve Nash. Not at this time, though. You should have fired him last offseason. You should have got him out of there last offseason. You should have got a new coach in there who can instill his philosophy, his game plan, and all that. Had these boys ready to go from game one. But Tsai wanted to fucking, you know, dump his chest, show everybody that he wasn't conceding to KD because KD wanted him out. There was a middle ground, like we said, that Tsai could have taken where, you know, of course you take the keys back from KD and Kyrie, but you get a new coach in there. But anyway, you let this guy come out to a fucking, 2-6 start. You get rid of him, and you bring in the guy who's in the middle of a sexual misconduct scandal. And while all last summer you were bumping your chest about how it's time to restore the culture, and this is what the fuck that looks like.
I mean, I think I said last when this was happening, I was like, the reason KD came back was because they had an agreement. And if Steve Nash starts off trash, they get him the fuck out of there. I think I even said like 5 games or some shit. And they did that shit. You know what I mean? All that spine, I'm standing beside, all that shit was bullshit. But like, dog, you get rid of him and then you bring in Ime. You know what I'm saying? Because the way to solve one problem is to add more. It's just fucking ridiculous. Nothing they do makes any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike was saying, it's just a clusterfuck over there, and it's tiring. Somebody was asking me, is this the most annoying NBA team of all time? And it possibly is. I don't know if I've ever been this annoyed with the NBA team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe with players, but the team as a whole. Like, even with Marks, they're asking him, you know, if he's got, I haven't chosen my coach yet. The fuck?
It's like, rare to be annoyed at a GM who's not the GM of your favorite team.
they were asking the Celtics if they already knew if they could get Ime prior to firing Steve Nash. So wild shit was already going on. As trash as Steve Nash was, he didn't even deserve this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like,
I don't know.
That's some wild shit.
I don't know about that. I will say I was kind of laughing at some of the we talked about this with Twitter, like some of the with Elon Musk buying it, some of the like, but now Twitter, now there's bad things happening at Twitter. It's like Twitter's always been terrible. And so similarly with Steve Nash, like Steve Nash deserved to be fired every day since he got
to be
hired.
fired. But how he went about it like that, like Tyler was saying, it's dirty. It's a dirty game if you're going through this process behind Steve Nash's back. Probably, you know what I'm saying, before Well before he gets fired. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see like on Inside the NBA, they were like, Steve Nash is a scapegoat. He doesn't deserve to be treated like this. I was like, this is one of the worst coaches that
No,
we've
he deserved to be
seen.
fired. No, he deserved to be fired. Oh yeah, the fired. I'm saying in the way it's been done. But yeah, the Ime situation, like, I mean, I remember when Stephen A said the Ime shit, and people were sending that tweet to me like, this is the worst take of all. Like this is the exact thing you don't need to do. And they did it. Bro, to be completely honest, I was creating a video for work talking about, you know what I'm saying, Stephen A's take, like how ridiculous it was. And because I'm like, bro, because I thought it was just insane that they would even like, why would you, what type of ridiculous statement is that? Or take it. And I was like, oh my, they did that. The one thing I thought was the dumbest decision they could potentially make. You know what I'm saying? I understand he's a good coach. Yes. But being that you have all this shit going on already, and then adding that to the fold, like, you know, people were talking about the PR team is, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, how do you manage all that? It's ridiculous.
There's a couple other wrinkles, by the way. You know, number one, Boston didn't ask for anything to let him out of the contract, which tells me the Celtics are like, fuck yes.
Please
take
get him the fuck
hands.
away from us, right?
We're very happy to not have to deal with this 10 months from now or whenever it is when that suspension was going to be over. And then the other thing is, you have to assume this is the biggest story in the NBA that I can remember where we don't have all the details, right? You have to assume some of that was because of the like mutual suicide pact basically between the Celtics organization and Ime, that if this got out, it would be terrible for both of them. Well, now he's not in the Celtics organization anymore.
Didn't they say they talked to the Celtics? Somebody, I remember I saw something where they said they had talked to the Celtics.
They said they did their due diligence or some shit.
Right.
But this is just in my opinion, like many of these other things, they might know back channeled from the Celtics what happened, but it's very different if now someone at the Celtics tells a reporter they want a favor from what happened, and now it's public. And I feel like there's a very good chance that happens in the short term, personally. Because, I mean, think about it. What was the last thing like this that was such a big black box where we're like, what's going on?
It never got out. At some point, it's going to come out, right?
So we'll see. But look, go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
I was going to say, and Tsai, when he, they still fucking had the kitty gloves on with Kyrie with the platforming of hate speech, right? They're shielding him from fucking post game pressures. They didn't do any type of disciplinary action besides, having him, release that apology and make his donations or what have you. And Tsai tweets out the tweet about how there's no place in his organization for that type of hate speech. Then he follows it up with, it's bigger than basketball. And then he turns around and hires Ime like 2 days later. It's not bigger than basketball, bro.
Well,
you don't give a shit about anything besides fucking winning. And the whole thing is, like I said, this whole summer, his whole goal was to publicly grandstand and take the keys back from KD and Kyrie. Congrats, you did that, but you are still a prisoner to them. You're still a prisoner to fucking Kyrie being on a 1-year deal, to KD being 34 years old. You know it's win now. This is a desperate move where you fucking, move very, very cowardly without, having any fucking moral compass here.
Even KD's statement about playing yesterday, I'm like, it's, in most situations when they're, if he said like, yo, having an Achilles tear, you know what I'm saying, makes you look at basketball different. KD, you've never spoke like this before. You know what I'm saying? Like all of, it's just, just everybody's just weird in this situation, man. Like, KD before he went to the Warriors was my second favorite player. I love watching KD play, but it's just everybody's so fucking annoying in this entire organization. I truly think they're the most annoying organization of all time. Like you said, I've never heard anybody hating GMs, and the GM's getting on my fucking nerves. I don't even think about GMs.
Like the Pistons GM has never made me mad. You know what I mean?
You feel me? And everyone like, shut the fuck up to a GM. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
like,
dog,
oh my God. I'm just tired of the bullshit. You know what I mean?
I usually thoroughly enjoy dysfunctional teams. The dysfunction here isn't even fun. No. This is not the fucking,
it's dangerous.
It's irresponsible. This isn't the R-test fucking, stack Pacers who are out there beating motherfuckers up. This isn't the fucking jailblazers who are getting high fighting at the strip club.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? This isn't fucking Gilbert Arenas who was pooping his shoes and bringing guns to the locker room. All that shit is entertaining. It's funny. This shit is just annoying, dog.
Annoying, bro.
It is just annoying. I'm tired of these motherfuckers, man.
Well, I can imagine that someone who would completely agree with everything you just said is Steve Nash. And I want to say I am happy for Steve Nash because I can imagine that no one is feeling more relief anywhere in America than fucking Steve Nash walking out of that building for the last time.
That man got paid to leave.
And he got a bag. And you know he care about that bag. That last year with the Lakers, he let y'all know what time it was. You feel what I'm saying?
He sure did.
You know, he go secure that bag by any means.